Hello, Year 12. I didn't want to let you break up for the Easter holidays without having a chance to say how impressed we have all been with how well you've done over the last week. You are going through possibly the most difficult period that any students have ever gone through in our country and in our school. There are challenges which you are facing which no students have ever faced before, and yet despite that, the effort, the determination, the grit that you guys have shown in the face of this adversity has been absolutely mind-blowing. And the amount of praise that I've had from your teachers this week, both in terms of your attendance to lessons but also the high quality of work that you've all been producing, has just genuinely taken my breath away. So I emailed them all yesterday and I asked them to share a little bit of that praise, and I want to share some of that with you guys now. So you know I love my shout outs. Here we go. First of all, Spanish from Miss Gonsalves. Marlo, Sawani, Jaden and Siraj for completing all the work set to an extremely high standard. So proud of them. Keep up the excellent work. Politics from Miss Daly. Toby, Kahara and Dylan for consistent effort in their politics lessons. Well done. Economics from Mr. Delis. To the class as a whole for showing excellent attitude and engagement in our lessons. Also to the following students for 100% attendance across the week. Osman, Ibrahim, Maria, Mehmet, Siraj, Mazida, Abigail, Najiba and Seth. Also a shout out to Ibrahim, Najiba, Mazida, Mehmet, Siraj, Abigail and Lami for excellent answers to a challenging question on Rishi Sunak's economic response to the coronavirus. DT from Mr. Hodges. Ozjan, Tyrese and Fatma all deserve a shout out. They have attended all meetings on time, been polite and courteous, completed work as expected and gone the extra mile, collecting laptops from the school, asking for additional work, assistance, etc. Fatma really stood out today though, as she emailed before the lesson to tell me that she was completing revision during her IS period prior to our lesson together. We still have some IT issues our end, but they couldn't be trying harder to keep the ship afloat. IT, Mr. Bact. Cameron for consistently working on and submitting his assignment and various homeworks throughout the last 2 weeks. Keon for working on his homework diligently and contributing to remote class discussions. Keishon for submitting a good piece on business use of social media to create conversations. Maths from Miss Queeky. I wanted to shout out the whole of 12D Maths. They have been consistently present to lessons and completing work on time all week. They are showing great maturity and commitment. Well done. Further maths from Miss Simpson. Rahin for his professionalism in terms of punctuality, communication and organisation. Literature. Miss Paul and Dr. Ellison. Alam has been working really hard, coming to every lesson and producing really good work. Impressed with the fact that even though Madge's internet has been playing up, he's always found a way to do and submit the work, even if he couldn't get onto Teams or Forms. And I would share this, Madge has been doing exactly the same for me. He's had a few internet problems, but he's still managing to get the work done. Maths from Mr. Lilly. Please congratulate all maths students on excellent effort with statistics this week. The whole maths team have been really impressed. Computer science. Kai, Hamza, Ali, Jaden, Adam, Kwame, have shown fantastic effort and commitment. So impressed. And that was from Mr. Devan. Literature from Miss Simpson. Chris and Arzu have been exceptional with attendance, engagement and keeping up with all the work set since the school closed. Sociology from Miss Boyson. 12B. Dylan, Fatma, Tuche for some great contributions in lessons. Some really good quality note-taking from Lillian, Aisha and others. Tuche, Jalika, Dylan, Lillian, Fatma, Zainab, Aisha, Kahara for all getting their work in on time for the last 2 weeks. And then Janae, Dupe for some excellent quality note-taking in 12E. Jansu for some fantastic questions and answers in lessons. And then all the class for great engagement, but particularly the students below for completing every single piece of work from the last fortnight on time. Media from Mr. Mac. Destin, Keon, Keishon, Yomi, Jess, Alam, Zainab, Christopher all shown great diligence in keeping up with their tasks and completing the recommended set lessons, really keeping the coursework moving at its appropriate pace. Sarah, Ozjan, Eden, Tariko and Kahara, who in their one-on-ones have expressed a great deal of maturity towards the work and shown a great determination to keep up with the work being set and make really worthwhile products. And a massive shout out to Cameron, who not only has given his best for each task that has been set so far, but he's also completed each on time, showing great eagerness for his coursework module. History from Mrs. Springer. The following have all showed exceptional effort in their learning this week. Aisha, Toby, Tuche, Ibrahim, Dylan, Jalika, Siraj and Prabha. Geography from Mrs. Bennett. The Year 12 geographers have been fab. Prompt onto calls and taking the initiative to get in touch prior to lessons if they have internet issues or know there'll be a problem accessing the call. Really impressed by their hard work across the board. Drama from Ms. Moffat. I just want to say my Year 12s have been fab. They have been engaging since day one, and some of the written essays I've got back have been superb. In particular, superb essays by Tuche, Sarah and Toby. Well done, guys. I hope you all have a great Easter. And then finally from me, media and sociology. All classes in both subjects have absolutely smashed it. Couldn't be more impressed. And this is absolutely true. I've got 4 classes in Year 12 and I've been so impressed with all of them. Destin has produced some superbly detailed media studies coursework. Jess, Sarah and Daniel caught up brilliantly after missing a lesson. And then the list was actually endless, but just a few names who've really impressed me this week. Ozchan, Zainab, Alam, Dylan, Ezelaida, Aisha, Kahara, Jalika, Tuche, Jansu, Gul, Hazi, Eden, Lynn, Janae, Kazaya, Lami, Mahima, Uga, Najifa, Christopher, Yomi, Cameron and Caleb. Just all of you, you've been to every single lesson, you've been doing all of the work, and I've been so proud of you all. Absolutely fantastic work. So as well as speaking to your teachers, I also spoke to the rest of the sixth form team and I asked them to send through a few messages as well. First one's from Miss McMahon. She'd like to say that she wanted to encourage all of you in really difficult times to continue to do your very best and set yourselves realistic goals that can be achieved. Well done to you all. You are doing a fabulous job. From Miss Mensa. This is a confusing time for you all. I'm finding it quite challenging myself. But please remember that this is temporary and you'll be returning to your normal lives before you know it. By autumn, you'll be applying for university or apprenticeships. Therefore, it's really important for you to get a head start with your research and preparation for all post-18 choices. I'll be supporting you throughout this process, but it's essential that you do your part in preparation and please engage with Unifrog and any further resources I send out. And Miss Mensa sent out an email about Unifrog earlier in the week. Shout out to Alam, Arzu, Dylan, Ibrahim, Kazaya and Sade for being proactive on Unifrog and to anyone else who's been researching using other means. And then from Miss Underwood. To stick to your routines and to do a little bit each day. You've got this. Shout outs to Dylan, Ibrahim, Tuche, Siraj, Aisha, Jalika and Lillian for their consistency of communication and work in history. And then also she wanted to shout out all those that perhaps we don't know about who've been trying their absolute best in difficult circumstances. And there's lots of you that have got shout outs today, but if you haven't, I know that you've been smashing it. And then from Mr. Fox. Well done on your amazing effort over the last 2 weeks with your remote learning. This is something that is new to everyone, and your engagement will ensure your effort in the first 2 terms is built upon and a smooth transition into next year. Sometimes over the holidays we can slip into bad routines at the best of times. This is a unique time in our lives, one that will probably never happen again. You could use the extra time you have to document it, whether that be by starting specific Instagram accounts, blogs, vlogs, creating Spotify playlists with friends, meeting up with friends on Zoom or house party. Also, go out for a run or walk every day. Don't just stay in and watch Tiger King on Netflix, although I have just finished Tiger King and it is very good. Keep yourselves entertained, eat healthily, and follow the guidelines as difficult as this is. Also, remember, everyone in the country is going through this together. You have a sixth form team you can talk to as you would if you were in school. So please contact us if you need to. I'll be available on my emails over the holidays, so feel free to get in touch. Lovely words from all of the sixth form team there. And then finally, just a last little message from me. So you might remember this particular scene. This is me and some of you guys at the start of the year in Stubbers. And this is me doing a trustful. And I've never done a trustful before. It's something which freaked me out quite a lot. And when I was standing on that plank of wood about to fall off, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I've only known this year group for a day. Do I trust them to catch me as I fall off? And you know what? I did. And the people that were below me, Mamoon, Samuel, Annie and others, they enjoyed the experience and we had a bit of a bond after that. It was a really important moment for me in my time with you guys as a year group. Not just that moment, but the whole of that day. And I did put my trust into you that day. And during these difficult times, I really want to repay that to you guys as well. And I want you to be able to put your trust in me and the sixth form team. And Mr. Fox just alluded to it a moment ago. These are really difficult times and you might be struggling with it in all manner of different ways. We are here for you no matter what. You can trust us. If there is anything that you need, little, large, whatever it is, then get in contact with us. We are here to help you. Just like Mr. Fox, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be inside my flat for the next 2 weeks. So if you do need to get in contact, I'll be on my emails throughout that time. Listen, guys, you have been absolutely incredible over the last couple of weeks since this has all kicked off. You really, really, really have. And I could not be more proud of you as a year group. I was worried about how all this remote learning would go, but you have proved that you can overcome any obstacles and challenges as a year group. You've just been absolutely outstanding. As I said, I'm here if you need me. Have a great couple of weeks, and I will see you on the other side. Goodbye, Year 12.